O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down in the driver's seat and when I rise up through the gears. You discern my thoughts from a car.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever stage of the day you're at. Welcome to a very short and off-the-cuff thoughts from a car. If you hear clinking in the background, is I'm going to collect milk, and the bottle is just clinking away in the front footwell of the passenger side of the car. Well, I hope you're doing well. Believe it or not, this is going to be even more unprepared and rambling than usual. But then I think this is the whole point of it, that I just waffle for 2 or 3 minutes on something that's on my mind, some sort of thing that's caught my attention or whatever. And today is the 2nd of December 2025, and this evening on our local TV will be a BBC Spotlight programme about a former denomination of mine, the Presbyterian Church in Ireland. And it's a whole thing about the whole safeguarding failures that have happened within PCI. Sorry, just trying to get across the road here. Thank you, sir. All about the safeguarding failures in PCI. Nobody knows any details as such, really. I don't know what the programme is going to say tonight. I'm not even sure if I'm going to watch it, because it's almost like you know what is going to be said. Just really to highlight my own experience as a PCI. As you may know, I used to be a minister in the Presbyterian Church from about 1998 to 2016. And the reason I left was really it was a culture of bullying and manipulation, all over something trivial as living in the manse. And I know that there are other stories from other ministers concerning manse occupancy, but this was one where I was under a lot of pressure to live in the manse, even though my wife and youngest son weren't going to. So rather than fight them, as I had to do for about 1.5 years, 2 years, I just decided to resign. So it's just one of these things that, as I said, I'm not going to watch the programme tonight. I don't know what is being said in it, but I know there'll be a lot of self-protection from the church. There'll be a lot of hand-wringing and, oh, we're so sorry. But churches are good at that. Certainly PCI, when I was there, was good at it, saying the right sorts of things. Just when I was having my difficulties over the manse, I remember getting letters from various different boards or committees within the church, and they always had some sort of phrase that was similar to, our prayerful and pastoral support and all that, and that was absolute There was never, certainly I don't know whether anybody was praying or not. I mean, how did you know that? But in terms of pastoral support, got virtually nothing. I got a couple of texts and a visit from a minister who's a very decent fellow. But other than that, from the board, the commission that was making the decisions, got absolutely nothing. So I know that they'll use those same sort of weasel words, those mealy-mouthed phrases that sound great but actually say nothing. So I know a lot of people are hurt by their experience in churches for all sorts of reasons. And I know probably I've been the cause of hurt for people in churches. But I'm sorry if I have been part of that. But I'm just slightly cynical about what's going to come out of this whole safeguarding thing. When I was around in the church, there were rumours of certain clergy anyway, who were involved in things, put it that way. And I know people say, well, why didn't you go to the authorities if you were concerned about... Well, you can't go to the authorities with rumours. You can't go to the police and say, oh, listen, I've heard something, because that's not evidence. And it, happens everywhere. The rumours go round, but you can't do something unless you have a strong evidential base in which to proceed with an allegation. So we'd heard things about somebody cutting hedges. Heard things about some people in the church, and to be honest, I would be expecting to hear the names of some retired clergy over the next few months or year or whatever it is. But there you go. Well, look, anyway, have a great day, whatever you're doing. I'm hoping this milk place is going to be open. And sure, I'll speak to you at some point in the future. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.